absolutely, I'll see to it. Assuming this job's nothing special.
Nah, just a routine cleanup. Deal with the trash, come back, roundabout. You give us away, I don't have to tell you what happens.
No, man. You don't have to tell me. We're in this thing together. Anyway, see you later. Have a good one.
Christ, it's hot in here. Let's get that aircon on. And don't worry, Cyrus. I'll get that tape off you once we're a bit further out. Then we can have a chat at least. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm Grant, by the way. Right then. Nice day for it at least. Hey, Cyrus? Oh, hey, man, don't give me that look. I'm just joking around. I know it's not the weather you're thinking about. Still, a nice sunset by the time you're out on the wastes. Those clouds blow over. So anyway, got an hour or two to kill. Maybe a bad word choice there. Radio's gone is the thing. Some fucker broke into the van a couple weeks back, made off with it. Can you believe it? And I haven't had a chance to get it replaced yet, so just have to talk. You don't seem one for music anyway. So well, sure. I'm sure you'll tell me I'm wrong in a minute, and you're actually a big ABBA fan or something. Just that usually I can read people pretty well. Right, fine. You're gonna make me come back there, I will. Hey, it's all right. Taking off the tape is all. Promise. And if you want to scream, you can. I get it, really. So let me. All that fuss and not even a word.
Asshole.
Well, rude, but seems fair.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Oh, totally. This is shit for you. I get it.
Fuck you on about you get it. Bullshit. I know where we're headed.
I just mean that you're not my first, and I know...
Fuck me, not your first. You get it, and this is what? Just your job?
Well, yeah, it is. This is how I pay my rent.
Jesus. Fuck you.
Look, you can sit there and hurl abuse at me, or we can talk.
Talk about what?
Well, you might as well tell me how you got here.
Carter already knows everything. What's the point? That's why I'm here.
Exactly. I'm not your interrogator, more... the other thing.
Murderer.
Executioner. But not for a while. So let's just communicate. Anyway, if you don't want to talk, you can listen. Let me tell you my story.
I don't want... Okay, fine, tell me. How'd you end up here?
Well, the year was 1961 and I was fresh out of college.
You're not that... Never mind.
Out of college, with JFK just elected and something new in the brisk fall air. I was a lot like you back then, an outsider, but keen to make an impact. Not a snitch, obviously, but that's never the thing you aim to be. Well, anyway, I was strapped for cash, desperate for work, and I stumbled across it one stormy night out on the waste.
So what happened?
Now I was cruising doing 80, 90 maybe, and suddenly the shadow looms up on me. This sprinting shape darting across in front of me. Want to know what it was?
A moose?
A moose! Out on the waste. No, not a moose, a man. I was going so fast, he practically split in half in front of me, and his guts slid upwards onto the roof, and that's when two vans surged forward from the darkness, and they're either side of me going impossibly fast.
Where did they come from?
From out of the rain, tearing down the freeway, kicking out sparks from the wheels, and that was the moment I ran out of fuel. You know what happens when you lose control of a car going 90 in the pouring rain?
You skid?
No. 27 times my car flipped. And what you've got to understand is that old thing was a Dodge Charger, right? A vintage convertible. And I didn't have the roof on.
In a storm? Didn't you say...
And on every single flip, I swear my head nearly grazed that road. Caught my ear at one point and gave me a nasty scar.
Scar?
Yeah. Don't you see it?
No.
Don't you?
Oh. Yeah, I see it.
Say, Cyrus, that shovel's still back there.
Yeah.
Good. Not something we want to drive all the way out here without.
So, your car flipped and what happened next?
Well, The next thing I know, some guy was pulling me out of my wrecked car, thanking me for all the help, right? I thought he hadn't seen what I'd hit until he offered a handshake from some goddamn limb he just grabbed from off the road.
Jesus. So, who was the man?
Oh, you've met. It's Finch, man. Our boss. Till you betrayed us, at least.
No, I meant who did you hit?
I don't know, Lee, Harvey, fucking Oswald. Who cares? Some guy Finch wanted dead. Now that I think about it, probably my predecessor. How quickly they're able to hire me. Did Carter tell you how they caught you?
No, he didn't know.
You wanna know? It kinda sucks.
You telling me? Yeah, go on.
We've got a pair of ears in the force, right? Not high up yet, but we hear things. And she said there was an informant. A snake in the nest. Now, that's you. But she didn't know anything about them. Just one of the receptionists had mentioned all she could tell us was that it was some British guy.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, we only had one British guy working for us. So that's how they knew.
Fuck, that's unbelievable.
Little bit funny?
Yeah, there's an irony to it.
Totally. But cards on the table, Cyrus. It's between you and me. Why'd you do it? I don't say money because I know how much Finch was paying you.
Well, you're right, it wasn't about the money. I wanted out. I want out.
Why snitch to the cops?
You know Finch isn't just gonna let us retire. It's too much of a risk.
So you wanted what? Protection?
Yeah, and amnesty, just a chance to change my name and get out of the country.
Yeah, I get you. Guess I've always figured I'd just keep going till I'm 90, you know.
For the money?
Yeah. The money. Sorry.
Sorry? You make me listen to that bullshit story. You waste my final fucking minutes, and sorry is the best you've got for me.
Cyrus.
To think I thought that listening to your narcissistic drivel might change your mind. Just fuck you.
I just thought that you'd appreciate a story. Take your mind off things.
Yeah, well, I'd appreciate you letting me go.
Cyrus, I can't do that.
I don't get it, Grant. What is your fucking deal? You're not violent, you're not cruel. Why are you doing this?
$10,000 they'll give me for you.
But you aren't like the rest of them. You're not the kind of person who lets everyone else buy and sell you like that, man.
You know, that's not a bad tactic. Trying to convince me I'm not the kind of person that I am. Like I said, Cyrus, I'm sorry.
So that's it then.
There just aren't any tricks that'll work. I'm too stubborn.
How much further?
5 minutes, maybe.
Enough time for one more then. Let me tell you a story.
Sure, go ahead.
So, I have a friend who works as a painter, right? He paints loads of houses in the city, but it's hard work and the pay is second rate. Until one day, he gets a contract for a mansion out of town, and it seems like his luck has finally changed.
Go on.
And he gets to the house. One of the owner's staff lets him in and shows him to the room where he's got to paint, but it's all wrong. The walls are splattered in crimson, there's scratch marks in the plaster, and when he turns to the man who led him there, he tells him to paint.
Sure.
And he sees the outline of a holster on the guy's belt, and he's scared, so he paints. He keeps painting. Every time they bring him back, normally it's a new room, but sometimes it's one he's painted before. But the wage is good, and he learns not to ask questions. He just does his job.
Ah, I see. So, because he never actually had a choice in what he helped them do, it's not his fault. When his boss decides he's a liability, it's not fair for him to die.
No, Grant. He always had a choice, and he doesn't have to be a part of it. He'll let the money and the fear convince him it's already too late, that he's been there too long to change his mind, but he hasn't. Look, you could still change your mind. You just have to to stop the van and open that door. Just let me go, please.
Cyrus, it is not a risk I can take.
But there's no risk. No one's ever gonna know. You come back with an empty van, just same as every other time, and Cut will just believe you.
But how do I know I can trust you? You could tell the police, could tell Finch.
See, you are. You're scared of him. The fear and the money, that's why we do what we do. We're in the same boat. And I won't tell anybody. I promise. I just want out.
And if I let you go, what? You just hop on the next plane to Tokyo?
You'd never hear from me again. Please, I just want to live.
Cyrus,
What you said earlier. You're right, I'm not one for music. You read me, Grant, without even talking to me. Please, use that intuition again. I'm telling you the truth. I'll go so far away, it'll be like I was dead. Grant.
Take the gasoline that's in the back and the shovel. If I come back with them still with me, I'll get suspicious.
What?
I can't keep them on me if they might have the deceased's DNA on them.
You're not gonna make me dig it myself.
No, Cyrus. Get out and keep walking across that dune. There's another freeway about a mile out. You can hitchhike from there.
You're letting me go?
I am. Let me cut you free.
Thank you.
You get out of the country. Don't slip up, not even once. Anything you do from now on is a risk to both of us. Live silently.
I promise, not a word. Thank you.
You're right, Cyrus. It is my choice. Now go.
This is goodbye then.
Yeah, I guess.